Hello, YouTubes. Wait, don't be rude. Say hello, YouTubes.
Oh, hello again, YouTubes.
Anyway, he did say hello. I didn't cut him off. No, actually, he didn't. No, I'm joking.
Again, YouTubes.
You know what it is?
What?
It's the mullet. Turned him into a little bit of a... Anyway, he wants me to film this, but all you're getting is weird reflections.
Just like I bought one.
This is pretty much a usable four-wheel drive.
I reckon. Perfect daily.
Flywheel bolt.
Yeah, he's actually a legend. He even labelled stuff.
That's enough.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going over the future of the RX7, and it's pretty exciting. If you guys do enjoy, give it a thumbs up, tell your friends about the channel, and if you are new here and you do subscribe, your name will be at the end of the next video. This video is a little bit all over the place because it was filmed over 3 days, but you just saw we got an NASR for the FC, which is probably not the best choice. Probably not at all. But we have heaps of SR shit, which would be great because I want it to be a cheap build. Like always, would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you think this is a great idea, tell me. If you think it's horrible, also tell me. I would have included this in the video before, but it was already at the sort of 10 minutes mark, and I don't like making long videos because I know myself and you guys don't really watch the whole video. Except for you. You're awesome. Anyway, let's jump into the other footage. If you do have any questions, check it in the comments. I reply to every comment. Okay, we're jumping in a couple of weeks later. Heaps has happened in the last couple of weeks, but I haven't even had time to look at the FC because of Matsuri and all of the things. But we've got the whiteboard here. I'm not sure if this is going to be backwards for you guys. I would assume it is, so I apologize. But today I actually plan on cleaning the garage and doing sort of a problem with being a hoarder video because, I mean, like, I just have just mass amounts of shit everywhere because that's who I am. And I didn't want to release that video without releasing this video because the SR's in the garage. And I wanted to do this video because it's a fucking exciting thing. Like, to actually get this project going is like so exciting. And behind me, I have all the stuff that I need. It's a project car, so there'll be this and then there'll be another this again of stuff I forgot. But at least it's got to start. I'm sort of in the process where I'm like, do I do it properly or do I do it so I can drive it? And the answer is always do it properly, but I'm probably not gonna do that. I'd love to change my mind a stupid amount of time. So the plan at the moment is SR in the FC. Don't get too hopeful for that. Another option that I have been thinking about heaps recently is the 3RZ, which is the Toyota motor, which is a 2.7 litre 4-cylinder. It's like a Hilux motor. Scotty, you've got one in your van? So sick. Can I have your motor, please? But yeah, they're actually incredibly strong. I mean, Toyota reliability, can't beat that. You can put a turbo on them and you can make like 350 stock motor, which is just so cool. Or I make the SR fit in there. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. But starting off with things we need to put the SR into the FC. Motor mounts and trans mounts. I have stock SR motor mounts there. I also have an SR20 gearbox motor mount. I do have a box, the popped one, the popped DET box, so could do that, have to get it rebuilt. That's down there, I'm skipping the line. That is sort of good because I sort of have some of the stuff. The reason that I sort of wanted to go SR is we have heaps of the stuff and that's always a good thing. T25 turbo and just do a plus T on it. I wouldn't want to do it NA because it would just be, it'd just be so much money just to, I mean it wouldn't be so much money, but it would also be so much money just to have something really slow, and it needs to be sort of quick. So you can get a T25 for like 200 bucks with the manifold, super cheap. We got manifolds here, so we'll just need the turbo. I've even got lines here, which is sick, thanks to Chris. I was gonna add up the prices, but I'm not gonna do that. S13 ECU, so I mean, you could run a stock ECU. As soon as you run a stock ECU and try to do plus T's and stuff, it just shits the bed. So we'll probably have to get a link, and then it's a snowball. So yeah, no, don't have an ECU. I do have an S13 wiring harness. Got like the MAF plug cut off, but I mean, I'd not use that anyway. S13 injectors, we do have stock S13 turbo injectors, which would be heaps because if it was a plus T, you'd only be running like stock 7 pound like wastegate. So that's good, got them. Front windscreen, yes. need a friendly screen. Fix the SR box and shifter linkage. I mean, it would all depend on how fucked that box is, because, yeah. And also, shifter linkage, it would depend where the shifter actually comes out, because it's not a remote shifter. There's a chance it could line up. There's a chance it doesn't. We'll have to figure it out when we get to it. Yeah, we can do that. Buy bow housing if I wanted to go 25 box. So I do have a fully rebuilt RB25 DT box in the garage. So I bought that when I manual swapped my 34 and ran that for a bit, and then when I sold the 34, I put the 30 box in it just to keep the 25 box, because I wanted to put the 25 box in the S13. And then, yeah, we swapped the S13. So still got the 25 box. Could buy a bow housing adapter. It's not really necessary because it would only be stock like SR power anyway, and you wouldn't need that. So yeah, fuck it. Don't worry about that. Drive shaft. Drive shaft would be needed. Yeah, don't have one of them. It's roughly about 400, 450, 500. I don't have any yokes, so it might be a little bit more expensive than that. Bugger. Rebuild brakes. It's always been a mega pain in the ass to push. We're not sure if the brakes are seized or if it's like wheel bearings or something, but it would be good just to pull those brakes apart and maybe just inspect them, maybe just chuck some new seals in them, probably just for peace of mind. Nope. Wiring. So luckily the FC actually does have a full body loom and it actually has an engine loom, so that's sick. We'll have to obviously splice in the wiring harnesses, and I'm really down to give that a go. Obviously that's like a massive undertaking, and it's gonna be like, if you fuck up, you're gonna be pulling your hair out. I'm gonna be pulling my hair out. You're gonna be pulling your hair out watching it going, you really should have just paid someone to do it. Yeah, well, on budget. I like learning, so I mean, we can do that, hopefully. Fuel, I got a question mark on there. I have no idea what fuel system is in the FC, whether or not it even has a pump, but I would think that a stock pump for an FC would be heaps of fuel for a little plus T on an SR. I think I've got a turbo SR fuel rail just lying around, and they have the fuel reg on the return, so you could just use that, which is sweet. Obviously fuel lines and whatnot, fuel filter. Paint and shave the bay. So that's something that I will be doing. Pretty excited for that. Obviously sort of figure out where everything's gonna go and the holes that I'm gonna use in the bay, and then mark the ones I'm gonna use, and then plug up the extra ones, sand them, bog them, whatnot, grind them, and then give the bay a paint. Not too sure on color yet. I'm thinking how I really wanted to do the S13 was like pink and purple. I really want that to be the pink and purple car, because I just really want a pink and purple car. Like not bright pink, just like pastel pink and a bright purple. Or I might do a pastel purple and a bright pink. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited to shave the back. Sunroof rust. Yep, bugger. The springs for the actual mechanism are pretty buggered, so that's a bit of a kick in the dick. But I mean, the rust isn't actually that bad, so that's a good thing. So I don't think I have to cut any metal out and like plate it back in, but I will have to do that on the floor. Haha, yee, JDM rust. Fuck my life. So the fascia surround for the head unit, it is missing that. So also the glove box is like fucking rooted. You can get the fascias for like 150 bucks from America, which is sick. I don't think they're different being left-hand drive. I'll have to research it. Even from Japan, they're like the same price, which is pretty cool. I mean, obviously all the stuff adds up, but it's cool that you can still get these parts. Also above that, I think it's like a clock or something. The little plastic around there is broken, but I mean, that's not gonna stop me from driving the car, so yeah. Coilovers. Yes, it's on cut springs. Mint. I do want to get like a sort of semi-decent set of coilovers because I'm not really too sure what style the car's gonna go. Not too sure what brand, as long as I got camber tops, because we need that. Kick. Front bar. I would really love to get an OEM plastic front bar because I really want that OEM plus look. If I end up dinging it, skidding it, I'll put a kit on it and we'll make it wide. But for the meantime, stock body FC, I don't know, just can't go past it. It's like my fave. I've got down there 4 stud. So I'm gonna cross that out only because I think I wanna stay 5 stud now. I really wanna do like 16s, maybe 17s, probably 16s, but do big meshies with like big lips. I really was wanting to do 4 stud. 4 stud FCs are just super cool, like so cool. But they just have to be like so inside the ground to look good, and they do look good, but I sort of want to be able to drive this on the street. It's gonna be legal anyway. I don't know. I'm in an hour, but I think it on meshies would be super cool, especially stock body. Stock body like small wheel. Ugh, it's a hard one. I don't know. Once again, tell me what you think in the comments. And then the last one down there is power steering. I think it's a power steering rack. So whether or not you can just use like different lines to an SR pump. So I guess the biggest thing I'm like overlooking is actually putting the SR into the FC. The FC has a really odd design, like front end. Like obviously they're super slim because the rotary is only like this big. And the SR is like, it's not a super tall motor, but it is a front sump, which is obviously it won't work because of the cross member and the steering rack. The steering rack does sit up super high on them. I'm not too sure if you can move them forward, whether or not that will fuck up the steering geometry. At the end of the day, I want it to steer well, and if it means that it's gonna drive like a bag of dicks, then I won't put an SR in it. I gotta speak to a couple people. There's one actually for sale at the moment for 10 grand. It is a convertible. I don't know, I rate them. But yeah, it's SR. I wanted to buy it, but I broke boy. Yeah, I mean, there's heaps of stuff I'm missing because it is a car. But I don't know, I guess this is like my bleh. So thanks for listening to me rant. This car's just been sitting there for like so long. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. And now it's not. It's exciting. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy. Thanks for listening to the rant. If you are new here and you do subscribe, your name will be at the end of the next video. Tell me what you think in the comments. Are you excited for this? Do you like FCs? Do you not like FCs? I mean, I don't think you'd stay this far if you didn't like them. Yeah, see you in the next one.